What's up, guys? Buckle up because you're about to enjoy an excellent Snaps game preview where we tell you everything you need to know about this weekend's game and probably some stuff that you didn't. Enjoy. On New Year's Day, the Chick-fil-A Pizza Bowl. And this is Texas and Arizona State. Unfortunately, a lot of the themes from the last conversation will likely be echoed here. I would say this. In terms of the funniest things ever, nothing would be funnier than if Arizona State could exact the ultimate Big 12 revenge on Texas, right? Mm-hmm. Texas finally won the Big 12 again. They leave for the SEC the next year. They do great. Fuck you, Big 12, even though we were like awful for the vast majority. We go out winners. Well, Arizona State has a chance here to get revenge for Brett Yormark, for the original move that damn near killed the entire conference. Texas and Oklahoma leaving. Arizona State has a chance to avenge that. Hell, Arizona State's only in the Big 12 because Texas and Oklahoma originally left. Unfortunately, two key problems. Once again, the raw talent gap, but more importantly, Arizona State's rush defense. It's a problem because the only way to beat Texas this year is to be able to stop the run. And Arizona State gives up 4 yards a carry. They've given up 18 touchdowns on the ground, about 120 per game. It's just not going to be good enough against Wisner and Blue. And when it's easy, or when Wisner and Blue are rolling, it's easy on Ewers. And when it's easy on Ewers, he is elite.
Yes, he is very good when it's easy on him. And they're bigger. The same thing goes to the defense side of the football. What does Arizona State lean on, especially with Jordan Tyson out for their star receiver? It's Scadaboo. It's a Scadaboo show. Arizona State is the same thing as Boise State. You have an elite running back that is top notch. That this guy should have been in the Heisman conversation. He should have been in New York, but you put all your eggs in this basket. And I do think Sam Levitt is better than Madsen. I think Sam Levitt has played really well this season. No doubt about it. Like at least you have some sort of balance, but that was when you had your starting receiver.
Well, for what it's worth, I don't think it matters going into this game, but he did have an impressive game with those other receivers in the Big 12 championship.
Well, in their best receiver in that game was Stovall, who heading into the game had 13 catches.
I know. The Jordan Tyson absence is
so maybe if Jordan Tyson was healthy, then you may say, okay, well, we saw a weakness in Texas's defense a week ago, the same issue that got him a year ago in the passing defense. Kind of, they gave up a shitload of yards to Cade Klubnik and Clemson's passing attack. Could they replicate that? But I didn't think Texas, who shut down Clemson a week ago on the ground, is going to put all the resources to stop Scadaboo. And I just don't trust the resources for Arizona State and those receivers on the outside to be good enough to threaten Texas's defense for a second week in a row.
No.
So I just think it's too much. There's a talent gap. I want to get into like the deeper dives of like how Arizona State wins this one, but at the end of the day, everyone, it's about players. They are significantly more talented.
Yeah, and let's be clear. My heart and hope is with Boise and Arizona State here because I want to believe that the gap is not as large as it appeared in week one. But again, think about it. If you reseeded this thing and you had Boise and Indiana week one and SMU and Arizona State, it would have made for a better overall product. And then you would have had the guaranteed better team out of those two coming here. You would have had a better game one, and then in theory, you'd have the best chance for a better game two here. The seeding, in retrospect, just a massive mistake. Yeah. Let's talk more.
I was saying even about the round one. The round one showed us that you may have a Cinderella story when it comes to college basketball, that you can just have one guy that can go off and score 35, 40 points and your team win, and you get these massive round one and round two upsets. Football is very different.
Yeah.
Very different.
It's a weak link versus a strong link sport.
Yep.
In basketball, one player makes up 20% of your players on the court, meaning that like one player can truly make the impact. You're as strong as your strongest link. In football, with 11 on the field, that's about 8%, right? You are only as strong as your weakest link. And what happens when all 11 links or 8 of 11 are like better. It's very tough to overcome, and it's especially tough to overcome, Aaron, in football when a running back is your main player.
Yep.
And that sucks because Scadaboo's fucking awesome. Ginty's awesome.
But he can't catch the ball in the backfield, though. I'll say this. Like, you can't find other ways of just handing him the ball for him to make an impact.
It's still not quarterback. It's still not quarterback. How do you upset teams when you just have an elite quarterback that's maybe playing out of his mind?
Well, that was Klubnik a week ago, which made the game close versus Texas. I mean, we had a one-score game in the fourth quarter, had an opportunity to even make it a one-score game late with that fumble on the 4th and 1 at the 1 yard line. So like it goes back to the same thing we talked with Boise State. Madsen has to keep things balanced. Sam Levitt has to keep things balanced in the passing attack if you want to make this thing interesting versus Texas. But also two of these elite teams, like you may be able to upset these teams in the season. When it comes to playoff and it's a one-game situation, and you get there's still 10 days in between this game and the previous game, that talent can focus in and understand that this is for all the marbles this week.
Yeah.
It's not like they're not going to get caught sleeping like this is week season of the college football season.
It's a great point.
They're all zoned in on this fucking game because it's
a great point. It's a great point by Aaron there. And so, again, like I said, I think Texas, their toughest battles lie ahead, and it's when they square up with someone that can stop the run. This game is not that game. Wisner and Blue roll. It's easy on Ewers. Although, again, I would be very nervous as a Texas fan about Ewers' championship ability. Because when the game is in his hands, I do find that he's come up lacking. He's not bad on a play-to-play basis, but too many big critical errors that could end up costing him when they do get against an evenly matched team. That said, this is not that. And again, I like Texas big here.
Which is the bigger blowout? What do you think is a bigger blowout? Or bigger difference? I don't want to be mean here and say blowout. What's the biggest?
I'm going to, because of what you nailed it with Boise and Penn State wanting to shorten the game.
Yeah.
Less explosivity from Penn State compared to that of Texas. Arizona State would feel like, to me, the game with it and more just overwhelming raw talent. If you look at the roster and projected NFL players on this. So yeah, Texas, Arizona State. Remember, this is a Texas team that has $20 million put in the roster, top 5 blue chip ratio in the entire country, going against an Arizona State team that was picked to finish dead last in the Big 12, which is great and awesome for college football. And if Arizona State can shock us, fuck yes, let's go, dude. I just can't sit here and say that I expect it.
I'm with you. I can see both world. I mean, obviously a world where both teams win by double digits, and we may be seeing backups in the fourth quarter. But I think if I had to pick one that's going to be the bigger of the two wins, Texas to me, because I still believe Texas' defense is elite. Texas has more playmakers in a variety of ways to score on offense, more than what Penn State has. So Texas big. And Vegas knows this too. Texas is a 14-point favorite over Arizona State. Penn State is a 10.5-point favorite over Boise State.
Yeah. I'd probably take the favorites to cover both. I don't know.
I would too. If round one taught us anything.
Yeah, I'm just being a slave to the moment, prisoner, and maybe, but yeah, I think I would. The snowman mask is messing with my head. I know, this is the funniest costume that I own. Look at Olaf's big stupid eyes just staring at you the whole show that we're doing. Oh wait, Aaron, what's that down there? I'm just kidding. That looked funny. I can't see what it looks like.
You just fucking did that to Olaf. Unbelievable.
What?
Unbelievable.
Today I was talking about how because like Jaden Daniels is fucking incredible in the NFL. Brian Thomas is incredible in the NFL. Malik Neighbors is incredible in the NFL. And so today I was talking about how, how if you find like a Nazi scientist like hanging out in Brazil like 80 years later, you can try him for war crimes and you can kill him. I want to retroactively try Matt House for football war crimes because the fact that LSU had all those 3 players on offense and didn't even make a playoff and lost 3 games is it's immoral. It's fucking immoral. I don't want to kill Matt House, but I would love for him to be tarred and feathered and paraded through the street like the clown that he is. But then somebody was saying, "Oh, I mean, you can't talk about this in an Olaf costume. You can't talk about Nazis."
What?
Well, they were saying Disney's going to cancel the show because I have Olaf talking about Nazis. Shalom.
Oh, it's so true.
Hey,
So
Austin M, our resident Sun Devil fan. Just know our hearts are with you. My heart,
Yes.
at least. I won't speak for Aaron. My heart is with you this weekend. I'm cheering so hard for fucking gritty ass, white trash ass Cam Scadaboo to beat those fucking white collar, spoiled Texas fuckboys. Unfortunately, I don't think they will. But don't forget, no matter what happens to Arizona State, we will always have Cam Scadaboo winning WWE Big 12 Championship Player of the Game. And then I think he also won like Monster Energy Player of the Year or something, which just perfect. Perfect for Cam Scadaboo.
Can he get another year? He might get another year. Bring Scadaboo back.
I don't know. I haven't looked at Cam's eligibility. Oh, well, I'd say that was informative and fun. If you agree, please hit the like button, sub, and we'll see you next time for some more snaps.